What if in the late 80s, Jeep decided to stop playing it safe? What if at that same time, we throw in a modern drivetrain, but optimize it for high performance? Well, that's exactly what we had in mind when we built this 1988 Vigilante Grand Wagoneer. Meet the icon that is now a legend. Hey there, I'm Daniel, owner and founder of Vigilante here in Texas. Today, we're at Treaty Oaks Distillery, the perfect backdrop for something bold and handcrafted, just like this. Today, we're going to go over everything that makes this car special, from its 800 horsepower Hellcat Redeye under the hood, to its suspension, and of course, the luxurious interior and how it feels behind the wheel. So these Jeeps were made between 1963 and 1991 under different formats. This is what's considered the final edition batch from 88 all the way to 1991. It's also the one that's got the most plastic and wood vinyl on the sides. The changes were mainly cosmetic. Grills, headlights that went from round to rectangular, bumpers that went from 3-piece to 1-piece bumpers, and then more and more plastic that came into these vehicles as we went up into the years. These Jeeps were iconically designed by Brooks Stevens, renowned industrial designer. Unfortunately, they were not particularly well built, so that left a lot of room for improvement and for us to step in accordingly. So let's pop the hood and see what this car is about. This Jeep Grand Wagoneer does not host your original 5.9-liter V8. No, it's got a Mopar crate engine, Hellcat Redeye with a supercharger producing 810 horsepower. Obviously, putting this kind of horsepower on a stock chassis is asking for trouble. So we start with the foundation of each and every one of our Vigilante builds, the chassis. This is not your original chassis. No, this is a brand new chassis, all boxed front to back, built from scratch in CAD specifically for Vigilante. Suspension-wise, we're not running leaf springs anymore. No way. Modern 4-link suspension, front and back. Axles. The original Dana 44 AMC 20 axles were great for 115 horsepower, but not for this kind of power. So we partnered up with Curry Enterprises and they make Dana 60 axles for us here in the back, brand new, and Dana 44s here in the front when you do engage four-wheel drive. These radiators are not your typical off-the-shelf radiators. No, they're custom built for these Vigilantes. They fit right into the body and allow the engines to cool off and maintain temperature around 204, 206 degrees, the optimal temperature for these engines, even when you hit the gas. In front of this radiator, we got a heat exchanger, we got an AC condenser, we got a transmission cooler, we got an engine cooler, a lot of radiators stacked up behind this mighty grille. And as you can see on other Vigilante builds, you'll recognize key components, batteries always sitting in this position. And over there, we have our windshield, washer fluid, and our engine coolant reservoir. Here on the passenger side, we've got our heater box and blower fan. Those just trick your eyes because there's actually no core in there. No, it looks like this environment is the native environment where this Hellcat sat in if Jeep had designed it. The battery tray has been revisited and not only hosts a gel battery, but also sits tight in here. Against the firewall, Hydro Boost for optimal braking power. This will assist our 6-piston brakes all around perfectly. This beast is controlled by the stock ECU, does not need to be tuned, and can be serviced in any Dodge, Jeep, Mopar dealership. So because we work only with these Wagoneers, Grand Wagoneers, Cherokees, J-Trucks, and Scramblers, we've perfected the blueprint. By doing this, we've optimized the formula and are able to copy-paste repeat it every time. The only thing that differs is personal choices and selection of materials and colors, etc., and a couple of variants on the drivetrain. Other than that, it's basically built the same way that it would be built in the factory, but with way more attention to detail and obsession to quality. Each vehicle starts with a clean, good donor vehicles. These are not replica cars. These are not kit cars. These are not body panels that are off the market. No, this is all original sheet metal, and each vehicle starts with a clean identity. Along with the Hydro Boost that we have up there, we've got big 6-piston brakes at each corner of this vehicle. Massive braking power, way better than the original, drums in the back and a single piston in front that it came with originally. In order to fit the big 6-piston brakes behind the wheels, we had to come up with a bit of a creative solution. We loved the original aesthetic of this wheel, but we had to increase the size. So instead of being 15 by 7-inch wheels, we now have 17 by 8-inch wheels. That updates the look and the stance of the vehicle, but also it allows us to have those big 6-piston calipers in the back. The way we achieve this is basically by 3D scanning the original wheel, putting that in CAD, and machining these wheels out of solid billet aluminum to look stock, but it's not. Behind the wheels, suspension, Eibach springs, Fox Racing shocks. These all get dialed in function of how you're going to operate the vehicle and how it's going to be driven. This Hellcat Redeye produces 800 horsepower. Not every transmission can handle that. We teamed up with Bowler Performance, and he engineered a transmission that would bolt on to the crate Hemi and bring the power to the Atlas II twin-stick transfer case in the back of it. This transmission is built to handle up to 1,000 horsepower and sits in every single one of our Vigilante builds. A combination of mufflers and 3-inch stainless steel pipe that's mandrel bent allow for this engine to roar properly, but not sound obnoxious. Each Vigilante starts with an original donor vehicle with a clean title and a good history. Each vehicle is either sourced internally or clients also have the option to bring in their own vehicles. We start by stripping the entire vehicle down to the last nut and bolt. Once that's done, the body gets media blasted. That's the only way that we can have a proper look at what's happened throughout all these years and repair responsibly. Once the body is separated and has been media blasted, whatever needs to be repaired is addressed the old school way. Heat, hammer, sheet metal fabrication, and a lot of talent from our fabrication team. Once all panels are straightened up and we're happy with how they look, the body gets metallized, which is an aluminum and zinc projection over the sheet metal that basically allows for optimal rust protection. After that, multiple layers of primers and lots of sanding is involved. Then paint, and of course, brand new wood paneling. Badging is brand new. Mirrors are restored. Glass is brand new. You get the choice of transparent or smoked, architecturally tinted, tempered glass. All the chromeware is respectfully restored. Door locks, door latches, door mechanisms are all originally restored. Power locks were available on these late model Grand Wagoneers, but were notorious for failing. So we upgraded those power locks to a more modern and reliable system. All this stainless steel trim is original, and hours and hours and hours of attention is put into undenting them and polishing these original pieces up to their original glory. Bumpers are original bumpers, straightened out, re-chromed, new nerve strips and bumperettes on there. Obviously, power locks are cool, but how cool is this? Remote key control of the tailgate glass just allows you to put in your groceries way faster than just by putting in the key under here. This trim is either reproduced or restored to perfection. These badges look like stock, but give you a hint that this is something special. The original roof rack is restored but sturdied up to today's standards. These mirrors look like they're stock, but they're actually fully restored and operate with a switch that again had a lot of room for improvement, that we machine in-house and that looks like stock, but that operates like a modern switch. Hop in and let's talk about the interior. As you sit in here, you'll find back all your nostalgia from the 80s. This plush carpet, the dash that was the final edition dash on these Grand Wagoneer. All look familiar, but for some reason, it just feels so much more luxurious. The carpet is so dominant in this vehicle. Unfortunately, there's not a proper replacement out there for companies that restore these vehicles. So we make our own, not out of synthetic material, but natural shearling sheepskin. 28 little sheep sit in this car, all sewn together. No more vinyl dash, no more vinyl door cards. Jeep was notorious for telling you it was a leather interior, but actually there was only leather on the front fascia of these seats. All the rest of the seat was vinyl. So while we were revisiting this Grand Wagoneer, we made the whole car Warren Giles, super high quality leather, matching the original color, but elevating the experience while you sit behind the wheel. Down there, no more original AC unit. No, modern, reliable, and powerful climate control. We don't only deliver air to these vents here, we've got air going to the back seats. Under the carpet here are ducts that bring cold or hot air to the passengers in the back. Inside this original radio, none of the original components reside. Brand new, high-definition audio components, Bluetooth integration that allows me to switch through songs on my phone with the controls that I have. The climate control is operated through the original interface that we have here. But this is actually all 3D printed to look stock, but to work way better. The gauge cluster looks stock, but is actually brand new and interfaces properly with the Hemi engine. Inside the glove compartment, I've got an OBD2 connector that allows any mechanic just to plug in his computer and service this engine. Obviously, modern headlight switches that look stock, but also an electronic parking brake that's operated where the defroster switch originally used to sit. This shift knob looks stock, but it's actually brand new, 3D printed and leather wrapped. The steering column is brand new and interfaces with that Bowler transmission. Down here, the shifter for the transfer case sits in its original position, but interfaces with that Atlas 2 transfer case. These door cards are not made out of cardboard anymore like they originally were. No, they're actually CNC'd to fit the door better, but out of ABS plastic. Behind these speaker grills, it's not a 5 1/4 inch speaker anymore. No, it's a 6.5 inch speaker from JL Audio. The headlight switch sits in its original position. Interior light is operated here. Up and down for the window is operated here. This is your electronic e-brake control. This whole fascia is 3D printed to perfection. Very simple interior for the rest. Turn signal switch, and obviously your wiper control happens right here. These AC vents look stock, but are actually brand new, 3D printed and painted to look stock, but feed way more cold air than the original ones. This decal with its domed surface looks like it's original, but again, we produced this. These Grand Wagoneers came with factory electric power seats that have been fully rebuilt. Each Vigilante comes with its unique build plate, which allows every mechanic to scan this QR code and get access to what fluids are in there, the capacities, the maintenance sheets, etc., etc., etc. Through the same QR code, the owner can revive the whole build experience and look through all the pictures of what it took to basically bring this baby back to life. And obviously, these cars come with retractable power steps. At the end of the day, this isn't just a restored Grand Wagoneer. It's a totally reimagined vehicle. Over 800 horsepower under the hood. Every single detail reimagined and rebuilt to precision. For us, this was a proof that we could build to the highest standards possible, but also with the most horsepower. Whether you decide to have a Vigilante built for with 392, a Hellcat or a Hellcat Redeye, The rest of the vehicle remains unchanged. Each and every one of our Vigilantes is built to these standards. No compromise. We hope you like this video and the efforts we put into documenting these builds. We've got several of these Grand Wagoneers coming up with different colors, different years. So please, tell us what you like most. And by the way, we still need to name this Vigilante. So reach out and just leave your comment below. We appreciate your support. We couldn't do it without you. So please share and comment on what you want to see next. Take care. Thank you for watching.